Good morning, afternoon or evening, you absolute beauties, and welcome back to Transfer News, brought to you by the one and only One Football app. Guys, like you already know, you can download this bad boy for free. The link is in the description below. Just click the link and it'll take you straight to your relevant app store. Hey, listen, make sure you watch this video first because we got all the hype, gas, excitement from all the Transfer News stories coming to you live. Well, not really live, but right now. As you can see, I'm in the garden, my beautiful garden. But today it's not going to be called a garden podcast because Joe ain't in. Joe, where are you, mate? God knows. Anyway, we're going to hit it right off the bat with a deal that's already been done. Ruben Loftus-Cheek from Chelsea on loan to none other than Crystal Palace. That's right, Big Sam's old team. Crystal Palace has now garnered the help of a certain Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and I think this is an absolutely beautiful deal for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I think he's got the best deal possible out of here. You've got a team that needs him, a team that needs the strength, the guile, I would even say to some degree the experience at playing at that level that he has. And I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic for Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace has needed a bit of stability to shore up their you know, I guess say troublesome seasons that they've been having. Every single time the season starts off, they either don't do too well or they do too well, and they always have like a two-half season. You know, they always say, oh, it's a game of two halves. With Crystal Palace, it's a season of two halves, and hopefully a player and a signing like Ruben Loftus-Cheek will help it to be a more consistent season from the beginning right through to the end. But guys, let me know what you guys think of Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Chelsea fans, are you ever going to see him fully out there in the Chelsea shirt, or do you just think he's just not good enough to play for a team like Chelsea? Let me know in the description below. On to the next one of the greatest players that we have at this club, Manchester United. Obviously, I'm donning the one and only shirt that Arsenal fans are going to love with the number on the back. Would you look at that? Yes, Robin van Persie. But no, we're not talking about a transfer coming over from Arsenal to Manchester United. Hopefully, hey, Sanchez. Give Josie a call. But no, we're talking about Herrera signing a contract extension to 2021. Now, listen, Manchester United fans all around the world, what do you guys think about this? For me personally, Herrera is one of my favourite players, hands down. In fact, I might even get his name in the back of one of my shirts this season. Absolute quality player that plays with pride, passion, verve, hunger, life, energy. And it's exactly what Manchester United needs, shoring up this talent, shoring up this quality that we have in a player like Herrera, a future captain for Manchester United. I know so far right now we have already heralded a new captain, Mr. Carrick, the absolute boss, the legend, the guy that has been at the club so far right now the longest, who's won, I've got to say, absolutely everything with Manchester United. So it's fantastic that we've already heralded a new captain, but I'm so glad that there are talks underway with Herrera, who I believe, and many Manchester United Reds believe, is a new future captain for Manchester United. Guys, let me know what you guys think in the description below. I know there was loads of talks last season. Is Herrera overrated? Is he underrated? But then look at the way he bossed that game. Chelsea fans, I know you ain't going to be happy about hearing this, but look at the way he bossed that game against Chelsea at Old Trafford. It was absolutely unbelievable. Now, another transfer from the Reds, the mighty Red Devils, Phil Jones to West Brom Albion. Now, you can see I'm smiling. One of the defenders have to go, to be honest. In my personal opinion, I think either Chris Smalling or Phil Jones have got to go. I think they're going to be surplus to requirements this season. I know a lot of people might be thinking, I know last season we were out of defenders. It was getting really tight. It was tough, and it was looking like, are we going to be able to do it? Are we going to be able to make it? Are we going to be able to make it through the season with a pack of defenders? But then you'd also remember that Phil Jones and Chris Smalling both were injured for a key part of the season. Both in the same area of training during England training, and didn't want to come back too soon. I can't comment on that because I don't know what that's like, but I do know that most major athletes say that they've never played without injury. They don't play when they're fully fit. And I'd like to see a lot more verve and passion coming from them, those boys. And there are always talks and banter of, oh, end of the day, the majority of Manchester United's injuries come from Phil Jones in training. And I don't know how true that is. And the funny thing is, it's probably banter in the changing rooms, to be honest with you. Like, players probably laugh about it all the time. That, oh yeah, Phil Jones, yeah, he's the man that injures most of the players over there at Manchester United. But I don't think it to be the case. However, I don't know if he has the quality that Sir Alex Ferguson had originally thought he'd seen in him. And I know some people are like, oh, Dave, are you seriously talking bad about... Listen, Sir Alex Ferguson is the godfather of football, all right? I will never brush or diss Sir Alex Ferguson, although we have to remember Sir Alex Ferguson did buy Eric Jambajema, he did buy Kleberson, and he did have some strange buys over time. It happens. It happens to all of us. It happens even to the greatest of us in football. So I think it would be a great deal for Phil Jones. To be honest with you, I think it would be a great deal for Manchester United. The fee is reportedly undisclosed. One footballer put this as a 1 dot. Okay, One Football usually rate these in dots in terms of the progress that it's moving on, and it only has 1 dot so far, so we're not sure if this is actually happening or if it's not happening. Moving on. Not sure, Luke Shaw. All right, there is no news about Luke Shaw in the One Football app at the moment, so that hopefully means Luke Shaw will be remaining at Manchester United this season. Now, on to another one. You see what I'm saying? The funny thing about it is as if all the news about the Reds are coming in today, on my day on the One Football app. Another story is that Thomas Müller, that's right, I ain't talking about a fruit corner or a crunch corner, I'm talking about Thomas Müller, the absolute baller, maybe on his way to Manchester United. Now the question is he surplus to requirements? Obviously, it will be a big, major signing for Manchester United, a big marquee signing for Manchester United. Manchester United have already let go of the one German that they had, and maybe they're also trying to tap up the German market again. Maybe they realize there was a bit of sales over there in Bavaria that they're now losing out on because Mr. Schweinsteiger's gone, and they're like, hey, listen, Thomas Müller might be the answer. Mario Götze, Mesut Ozil. Robin Van Persie, Arsenal fans. Hey, listen, the reality of the fact is... it is being said that Manchester United are or could possibly be in talks about Thomas Müller, about getting his services. And I think it will be a quality buy for Manchester United. But the question is it what we exactly need? I think right about now, what we actually do need is another holding midfielder, another holding kind of defensive-minded midfielder to step in when Carrick is not about. Carrick is getting on now, and we need somebody else in there to be in that position that will free up Pogba to be able to drive forward and be the Pogba that he is for France, for Manchester United. I think we're going to see some great things from Pogba this season, and I know this isn't the Man United channel. I know some of you guys are like, David, is that all you're going to be talking about? Manchester United? You wearing a Manchester United shirt, you wearing a Manchester United hat, you wearing Manchester United tracksuit bottoms? No, I'm not. They're rascal. Shout out to the F2. But seriously, I think that's what Manchester United need, my beautiful club, going forward this season. And then, talking about that, we can then move on to Mr. Bakayoko. Mr. Backtastic. All right, the guy that's on his way to Chelsea. The guy that was making moves towards Stamford Bridge, going to Fulham Broadway, almost on the tube. Now they're saying Jose Mourinho is in for the steal, in for the kill. Going to take him from Chelsea's clutches right over to the red side of Manchester. Now, he is a player that Manchester United need, to be honest with you. He is the player that I'm talking about when I say we don't need a Thomas Müller. What we actually need is somebody like Bakayoko. And I think he'll be absolutely fantastic for Manchester United. I think we're lacking somebody in that defensive-minded sense in the midfield to hold up and shore up the midfield, to free up the creative attacking players to go forward and do what they need to do to make Manchester United great again. No, that's not word to Donald Trump, mate. All right? And then that leads us on to another transfer. One of the most expensive French players in the world. I think the 4th most expensive French player in the world after Zidane, Martial, and certain... Who's the other one? Zidane, Martial. There's another one. But I believe he's either the 4th or 5th most expensive French players in the world. Mangala. Hey, City fans everywhere. That's right. We're talking about Mr. Mangala. All right. Mr. Mangala might actually be on his way to PSG, Paris Saint-Germain. Now, this has also been given a 1 star, to be honest with you. But the truth of the matter is I can see this having legs. He hasn't been able to cut it over here. He hasn't been able to do it in the league. The most defensive and strongest, most brutish thing about him is his name, Mangala. When you hear a name like Mangala, you know what I mean? It makes you feel a bit, ooh, you see what I'm saying? Ooh, Mangala. Like he's ready to mangle someone. but he ain't mangled no one but himself in the Premier League since he joined Manchester City. And I think it's a deal that actually could happen. Do I think it's a good deal for Man City? Yes, it'll be a fantastic deal for them to get him off their books, to get some money, to recoup some funds back from the over-extortionate prices that they paid for him. Do you see what I'm saying? I know some people will be like, but you guys are paying extortionate money all over the place. Listen, Manchester United make money so they can spend money, all right? Man City, their owner throws their money. Do you know what I mean? There's a difference, players. There's a difference. But would it be a great deal for PSG? Yeah, I don't think so, to be honest with you. PSG is actually my French team, is my Ligue 1 team. I know a lot of people out there are fans of Monaco, are loving what Monaco are doing. PSG has always had my heart and soul, and PSG still have my heart and soul. So do I think it's a great deal for PSG? No, I don't think so. I think the player hasn't shown or lived up to what we'd expected, what we would have liked to have seen from him. And I think he ain't going to get any better than that. Guys, like I said, keep it locked to the OneFootball app. The link is in the description below. Guys, OneFootball will provide you guys with all the transfer news, all the rumours, all the talks. And what we're going to do is rate them. Give it straight to you with a bit of dabtastic banter along the way. So, guys, thanks a lot for staying tuned to Cheeky Sport. I believe tomorrow you're going to have the other boys. We're talking about Cheeky Sport Akeem and Cheeky Sport Big J with you guys tomorrow. So make sure you keep it locked to all of these. Make sure you check out Joel's one from yesterday when he spoke about James Rodriguez. And we freaking love you. All right? Listen, like I said before, I know some of you guys aren't Manchester United fans, but I love every single one of you. All right? I might not love your teams, but I love you. Okay? My name's Cheeky Sport Dave. I'm signing out from the garden. And come on!